My name is Lark N. I am from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm also from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I wrote Jesus Savior Pilot Me in response to a situation that I saw in my church. Every year my pastor chooses a particular theme that the church will follow for that year. And in this case, the theme was Order My Steps. And he selected the music. For us, he used Glenn Burley's Order My Steps. And then for the hymn for the year, he chose the hymn Jesus Savior Pilot Me. The original goes like this. That's the original hymn. But about 1/3 through the year, I could see the congregation singing it, and they would have this far-off look in their eye. It's just another time that we're singing the song. So I thought I would try to do something different with it. First of all, the hymn meant something to me because it's one of my favorite. And then I stopped to actually read the hymn. And as I read it, I found myself observing commas, putting in implied quotation marks where they should be. And I got a whole new picture of the hymn. I saw this hymn as a prayer. And when I read it, I looked at it as being the prayer that we would pray as we are facing unknown situations that seem a little bigger than us. And that's when I started thinking about my parents, both my mom and my dad. His name is Reverend James L. Ball, and she is Doris Ball. He's a retired pastor, and both of them were suffering with dementia, rather severe. When I read this hymn, I saw their anxiousness, I saw their confusion, and I was wondering just how would they want to communicate their desire, their fear to God, and how he would respond. And that's when I came to the second stanza of this hymn. And I read it. As a mother stills her child, thou canst calm the ocean wild. Boisterous waves obey thy will when thou sayest to them, be still. And I saw the mother with her infant baby crying and colicky, and how she would speak to him, how she would soothe him, the same voice. She'd be very quiet, very reassuring, very confident, and instilling in him that everything was going to be okay. And that's how I saw Jesus, standing on the bow of the boat, not shouting, not commanding, not lifting his arms as I had the picture as a child, but being really quiet, really still. This is the same Jesus that was present when the oceans were actually formed, were created. Why wouldn't he speak to them as a mother would still her child? Quietly. Peace. Be still. It's going to be okay. And that's how I saw this. So when I came to that part, yeah. Nice and quietly. The Lord blessed me with a special grace, a special timing. I walked into the room, to the dining room of my parents' home, just as my mother was praying the last prayer she was able to pray on her own. And she said, Lord, I'm scared. I don't think I will remember you, but I know you won't forget me. And then she closed her prayer with a very familiar line that I'm sure most of us, many of us, have uttered in our desperation. She said, help me, please. And I came back to that last line, the very one. We've made our petition, we've asked him to guide us, we've asked him to lead us. So now let's just break it down to the bare necessities. Lead me, guide me all the way. I hope when you sing this, you will not just sing it, but you will read it, you will pray it, and receive all the comfort that is available. God bless.